The sacrifice was successful, the demon has been awoken, and this thing is powerful, and it's riding on a storm. Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing Midnight Texas, Episode 9, Riders on the Storm. With a sandstorm coming, it's dangerous enough, but in a world full of supernatural creatures and ghosts and demons, it gets even crazier. This thing is riding the storm, the one that was summoned last week, the name that I'm sure, or actually on Monday this week. Now, this demon, Kholinar, is coming, and Kholinar wants the power of a witch, a very specific type of witch, one that I have to say could have been played for laughs, but was done very dramatically. Let's get into it, though. So once again, it's stop, spoiler time. This is mostly a Feige episode. We get her origin, we get what she's been up to, and you know what? Let's just touch on the fact of how horrible it would be growing up with any superpower in a world where no one believes you. We've already dealt with what it means to see ghosts, but she can do that and more. She can affect reality. She can alter it at its primal level. And I mean, yes, on one hand, that's super cool. I would love to be able to say my emotions give me power and that power allows me to affect the world. But then I remember how my emotions are and what happens when I get emotional. And I'm like, no, I'd break windows and light bulbs and crash cars. And I would be a villain. I would probably be a villain. Yeah, I'd be a villain. So she's a virgin witch. And an old virgin witch. Well, probably not that old. I'm probably older than the actress. But at the end of the day, what she can do is she can tap into emotions, and the emotional spectrum gives her power, and if he gets it, he'll have that power too. They make a big deal that it's kind of rare to have an older virgin witch, and based on my experience, yep, that's true. I'm going to just leave this joke up here while I talk about the fact that the first time she tried to lose said virginity, she killed someone. And she did so because her emotions totally ran away with her. And that's one of those things, if you have to check at every turn, every stray thought has the ability to become a weapon, whether you mean it to or not. It's pretty scary. Now, I also would like to point out, away from her directly, that Joe is back this time. Remember on Monday, he wasn't there, he had taken his boyfriend out of Midnight. Well, now, he's back, just in time for this. And there's a few other little odds and ends here and there, especially the whole breakup of Lem and Olivia. And you know what? I still think the two of them make the cutest couple. And I feel so bad for Lem right now. I mean, seriously, as the episode goes on, the woman he loves is walking away. And of course, we can parallel that story with the story of the man that Ouija had killed, the one that she wanted to live with forever, the one that she was giving up her virginity to, is the one that Kholinar sends to bring her to him. And it makes sense. I want you to think about all of the dead people we've seen throughout this, especially those interacting with Manfred. The fact is familiarity breeds working with. And once that happens, once you convince someone the familiar is who they want to work with, of course they come with you. But now the veil is opened. Kholinar is here, and the war has began. We have a whole bunch of mishmash soldiers. A fallen angel, an assassin, a half-demon, and a spirit seer. So what do you think is going to happen in the season finale on Monday? And do you think it's going to be a cliffhanger? If it is a cliffhanger, how pissed are you going to be if this isn't resolved? So far, I've really liked this series. It grew on me. The first couple of episodes had their flaws, and I still think some of the actors and actresses aren't quite up to par with the others, but overall, I think that this is at least a silver-rated story, even if it's a story that doesn't get a good ending. I do hope we get a season 2, but we're going to have to wait and see next week. For now, if you've liked my insights and thoughts on this story and others, like this video and share it with a friend. It really helps this channel out as we grow and try to expand. And of course, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and enable alerts. Because what I'm trying to do here is build a community where we can examine the whys and the hows of all of these stories. And Midnight Texas showed us a great story. One all about the power of friendship, the power of love, and the power of virginity, but also one about not fitting in any place else and finding yourself a place where you can fit in. And I think that's an important story to tell too. For now, I hope you have a good night, and thanks for walking with me through the heart of the stories we tell.